4-4-2 is getting a lot of love on FIFA 23 right now. Today, I'm going to explain as to why the 4-4-2 is back in the ascendancy, what makes it good, why you should utilise it, even if it isn't a starting formation for you, the benefits that you can have via utilising this formation in your arsenal, in your set of custom tactics. So that's what we're going to do today. Let's get into the instructions. For cheap FIFA 23 coins, make sure to check out MMOEXP.com to get fast and reliable coins. And make sure you use code VIPER at checkout, get yourself a 5% discount. Right guys, so the 4-4-2. This is a formation that kind of has been used all year, but hasn't really seen a lot of love, but is now kind of getting some love again. So this formation is really good because you retain the two strikers, which I think is really important on every FIFA. I really don't feel like one striker formations are that good, other than maybe the 4-2-3-1. And the reason for that is kind of because of the way FIFA plays, and because in a 4-2-3-1 or any one striker formations, for the most part, you need to use a player that's quite bulky and has the target man qualities. In the two striker formations, you can go with two little men who are very good on agility and balance and have good strength, so on and so forth. You get the idea. Two strikers is king on this game, in my personal opinion. So up front, we have got Marco Reus, not Marco Reus, and Kylian Mbappe. They are both on just stay forward. Now, in a 4-1-2-1-2 narrow, I'd have them both on stay central. But the thing that's great about this formation is the ability to have help from your wide players. Your left mid and your right mid are going to be very, very important. So just stay forward on these two so they're in the right positions when we are in the attacking third, when we are on the break, so on and so forth, is why they are both on stay forward. Come back on defense and stay wide for the two wide players. Stay wide because we know how good cutbacks are. We know how good getting to the byline is. Looking for either the Trivela, looking for the cutback, looking for the cross even. If you know how to cross correctly, crossing is very good on this game. What I would recommend here is having two players that can do the Trivelas. To be able to do the Trivelas, what you need is 89 or less shot power, and the outside foot shot is nice to have, but it isn't required to get the Trivelas to work. So Diaby isn't capable of performing them. He's got plus 90 shot power and does not have the outside foot shot. Modric, on the other hand, has the outside foot shot and has below 90 shot power. Let me remind you one more time. You can't have someone that's got 90 plus shot power and the outside foot shot. You need somebody that's got below 89 shot power and has the outside foot shot. But remember, if they're 89 or lower, they do not need the outside foot shot. It's just not going to be as consistent as if they did have it. So take that into consideration. Stay wide is very good, as I've already explained. Come back on defense just to provide a little bit of support. It kind of sets it up to be quite defensive when you are out of possession. But when you're in possession, counter-attacks are flowing very, very quickly. In terms of the two central midfielders, we have got Leon Goretzka and we've got Park Ji-sung. Park Ji-sung, more defensive option in my personal opinion. Stay out while attacking and cover centre. You'll more go forward centre mid on balanced and cover centre. So you've kind of got an extra forward when you're attacking or in possession with Goretzka here. And then defensively, you've got that cover from Park Ji-sung there. But cover centre is going to be crucial for these. With these two being on stay wide, you can afford to have the cover centre on your two central midfielders, which is good because that means you're not going to get hit down the centre. And even if you wanted to be even more defensive, more solid defensively, you can have these on basic defence support and you will get a bit more support there from your strikers in the defensive sense. Won't be too much, but it will still be noticeable if you do want it. Fullbacks, both on stable while attacking, and usually I don't have anything else on them. But in this formation, it's actually quite important to have overlap on. The reason it's important to have overlap on is so if you have them on mixed attack, they're going to go inverted, which means they'll drop closer to the centre-backs. You want them to stay wide. Look at the overlap here as stay wide and not as actually overlap, because in this formation, you're going to want these to stay back more often than not. But just look at this as the stay wide instruction that we've got on the left mid and right mid. So that is the way we set up the team, guys. That is the way the instructions work. I think this works really, really well. As I said, if you want to try without stay forward on the two strikers, you can. Just make sure that you are testing it out. You'll be very defensive if you don't have stay forward on here. So try it with, try without, and yeah, let me know what you guys think of that. With that being said though, guys, I think we've talked enough about the instructions. Let's get into the tactics. Alright guys, so as we get into the tactics here, we are on balance for the defensive style. I really do like press after possession loss. Bit risky in the 4-4-2 though. The 4-4-2 is a very, very basic formation. You know, it's kind of a formation that when used in real life, you'll consider to be Sam Allardyce or Sean Dyche. Very much hoofball. It's not how it works in FIFA, of course, but balance here works the best from my experience. Pressure on heavy touch is okay. Press after possession loss is too much in the 4-4-2. Obviously, you can't get away with constant pressure, and drop back is inviting too much pressure. And against a good player, you'll get absolutely destroyed on drop back. 50 width, you don't need to put this any lower or any higher. You want this as balanced as possible so you don't get hit down the flanks or down the middle. Depth is on 65. I like having my depth very high because I like to do offside traps. I like to catch the opposition offside if they're going for them through balls a lot. So it's kind of up to you. If you're not worried about the through balls, you can drop this down a little bit in this formation. If you really, really hate playing against through balls, up to 70, up to 75 sort of area. So make sure you're testing that out. But as I said, I love doing offside traps and catching the opposition offside as much as humanly possible. Fast build up for me is an absolute goat. I love fast build up. You know, it's really good in this formation as well because you get lots of options going forward very quickly. It kind of works as, how do I explain this? For the wide players, even though they're on comeback on defense, because they're team of the seasons, because they're 99 pace or as close to as I can get them, they really zoom. Straight from defending, they're gone. So if you intercept the ball with one of your fullbacks, they're absolutely zooming. You can look for that player lock into the winger or the wide player, straight onto the cutback. So you can really, really get beyond the opposition's fullbacks with the fast build up on. If you're quick, if you're quite good reactively, and you'll see that in game once you start playing with this, your fullback to your wide player is going to be the number one pass. And I'm sure you know, I'm sure you've seen them sort of dirty players that go kind of switch the play all the time between fullbacks. Look for that ball beyond the fullback, your fullback, over the top, through ball, whatever. Just get beyond and then look for the cutback. So that's how we're kind of trying to set up this formation. And the fast build-up works really well in tandem with that. Direct passing is something that I absolutely love. Players coming short, players going in behind. It's very, very aggressive, the direct passing. All the pros use this. I've used this all year as well. And I find it to be absolutely brilliant. Once again, very good for counter-attacking. Very good for driven passes as well. And very good for through balls also. So definitely use the direct passing. You can test a few others on the build-up play. Fast build-up is king though. I don't like any of the others other than balance really. So fast build-up or balance in my opinion over here. And then we've got 60 width, which is a bit higher than usual for me. Once again, the reason for that is we're looking for cutbacks. And with the 60 width, you're going to have a lot of wide ability with your right mid, left mid, and both your fullbacks. So keeping this above 50, having this like 60, 70 will work really well for you for getting them cutbacks. And baby, I love cutbacks. So make sure you have this nice and high. Same with the players in the box. Once again, it's for the cutbacks. I'm sorry if you don't like cutbacks. I genuinely don't either. But they work so well in this formation. Have this nice and high. So you've got lots of options when you do get into that position to look for that ball back across the box. Okay, so having this nice and high if you want to do a player lock into the box. Whatever you want to do, having this nice and high will give you lots of options in the box for you. Corners and free kicks, completely up to you. My corner routine is I go short and I look to the edge of the box for the Trivela. So kind of up to you the way you want to play the corners and free kicks. For me personally, I've just told you my kind of routine with the corners. Free kicks is completely irrelevant in my opinion. But yeah, guys, that is how we set up in the 4-4-2. A great formation. Very good for Trivelas, very good for cutbacks, very good for being direct when you need to be as well. Kind of got it all, this formation. Bit of Sam Allardyce ball in real life, but on FIFA does not play the same as real life. So go and test this out. Let me know what you think to it. And guys, if you have enjoyed today's video, make sure you leave a like on it, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the bell to miss a video. But guys, that's going to be it from me for now. So take care.